Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylin and today I wanted to do another video talking about 10 things to do instead of spending money. And I have had to kind of adjust the blinds a bit because the light is so crazy. It's like really low sun and it's blinding, and weirdly I have some time alone today, which is unusual for a Sunday because I was supposed to go over to my mom's house with the kids we were going to have a little craft afternoon and make things together, but I've got like a kind of chesty cough and she has really bad asthma and I don't want to give it to her. So kindly she offered to come and get the girls and take them to their house for a little while. So I have a little bit of time to do things, and today I have just published my new book. It's called The Year I Stopped Running, and it's about like after we moved house and all of the things I've kind of like learnt about simple living and slowing down since we've been here, and kind of making myself less busy and just appreciating the small things in life. And the Kindle version will be up very soon and I'll share it when it is, and the paperback might take a little bit longer but it will be available soon too. So yeah, I will carry on with my list, and I have, hang on, this little scene on my computer, and it has like gentle jazz, but I've muted it for now because I didn't want to get done for copyright. And I'm having my latte with gingerbread syrup. So it's just me and Potato in the house at the minute. My partner is at work, so it's really quiet. And yeah, publishing books always takes way longer than I think it will, but I got there in the end and hopefully it's all fine. Number one is to read some collections of short stories, and you could make them Christmas themed to fit with the time of year, but you can do this any time of the year and make them kind of seasonally appropriate. And whenever I can't really face reading a full novel, or I'm feeling like my concentration's impaired, or it's just too busy, like December is a really busy month, I find dipping into short stories really useful because you don't have to focus for a long time. It feels much more achievable to finish one. And I like reading collections of different authors like mixed together, so you can get bits and pieces of like different styles of writing. And yeah, I read a couple of Christmas collections last year and I just think it's a really nice cozy thing to do in the winter. Number two is to walk down a street you've never walked down before. I kind of find that we get into a pattern of walking the same routes all the time, and you do it without even thinking about it. And the route that we tend to walk the dog at the weekend I really like because I feel like it's just the perfect length of walk for him and it's just a pleasant walk. But sometimes whenever I'm on my own I like to change it up a bit and I will just wander down a random street. Sometimes you end up like at the bottom of a cul-de-sac and realise there's no way of getting through the street. But it's just interesting to kind of uncover parts of your area that you've just never seen before because you had no reason to go down there. And I think it's nice sometimes to get lost on purpose. Number three is to paint some messages, like positive messages and just little kind words on rocks, and to leave them scattered around the place for people to find. I remember people doing this a lot in lockdown, but it seems to have died down now. There's a place that we like to visit called Ross Trevor, and they used to have rocks lined up the whole way along a wall entering their park, and people had just added more and more to it. Like kids, while they were off school, had painted messages and painted pictures on them, and it was just really cheerful to look at. And I think finding one somewhere unexpected would be a really lovely gift for somebody and just brighten up their day. And just the act of doing it yourself would make you feel better too. Number four is to write about the best meal that you've ever had in your life, because I think that this could be a good opportunity to get really descriptive and to practice like your writing and see if you enjoy doing it. And it just would be interesting to sit and think about this and think, why does it stick in your memory so much, and what was it about it that was so special, and what would you like to recreate from it? And it just is a really good writing prompt, and I just think it's a very kind of simple thing to do. It focuses you and it's not too demanding. It's just something you can do when you have a spare minute. Number five is to dress differently to how you would on a normal day. And this could be like completely changing your look, and you could try to just go for something that is the complete opposite to what you normally would, or you can just mix and match your clothes differently. I think I can kind of fall into a rut sometimes of pairing the same things together all the time just because it's easy and I know it goes, but if you just change your wardrobe around, or maybe even reorganize it so that you can see different items next to items you wouldn't normally pair them with, and just see how you feel if you do that for the day, and see if it kind of influences how your style changes in general. Like, I find that like if I'm feeling a bit low, or it's like a really cold day, or I'm just a bit wrung out, getting dressed up and dressing like kind of like sunshine really brightens my mood. Number 6 is to start writing a book about your dreams, and you can use it for ideas for other things too, like art or writing. And I just wish sometimes that I was better about getting up and immediately writing down the dreams that I have, because sometimes they're really, really complicated and they could make like a great plot for a book. And sometimes they're just really funnily random, like, and I just am like, where did I get that from and why am I dreaming about this? But I just think it could be entertaining to keep a list of the things that you've been dreaming about, just to read back over, and you could even sit and try and work out what the meaning of your dreams are and what it sort of tells you about what you're thinking about while you're asleep. Number 7 is to take a picture of one specific scene near you, and to take a picture of it every single day for a year, and then you can look back over it and see how it has changed in that time, all the seasonal changes, if anything in the landscape has just been removed or changed by people. And I just think it is a nice way to see development of time and how like the weather and the seasons and people can just change scenery so quickly. Number 8 is to paint a picture or scene on a piece of junk. You don't need to go out and get a canvas to paint. You don't need to have like special art paper. You can just grab something that you already have, like driftwood or an empty box, or just grab something from your recycling bin, and it can be really interesting for a change to paint on a different surface and just feel a different texture. And if it's something 3D as well, it's just a completely different experience to painting just on a piece of paper. I just think it's an original way to do things, and it could be a fun way to spend an afternoon. Number 9 is to make some dot art. You can use pens for this, or paint, or just whatever you like, but it's just basically making pictures that are completely composed of dots. I know there's a type of art that I can never pronounce that is this basically. It has point in it. Somebody can tell me how you say it. Anyway, I just think it's really interesting to try things like this and see if you just like put a collection of loads of dots together and then you step back from it later, what will it actually look like? Number 10 is to start an inspiration box of artworks that you like, ads, photographs, pictures of things that ignite your creativity, and to just create a collection so that if you're feeling uninspired or tired or drained and you want to be creative, or you want to just feel like re-inspired and re-energized again, you can look through it and just use it to wake up your creativity again, because there can be times when we feel like we're in a kind of slump and you need something to look at that kind of makes you feel enthusiastic again about things. And I like to do this and keep collections of things around. I have lots of pictures stuck to my cupboards and notice board to keep me inspired, and I like to add to them and change them up. And I've made collages and also dream boards in the past, and I feel like it is a very kind of positive practice that makes you feel good when you're doing it. So I'm gonna go and drink my latte and go and take Potato for another walk soon, and then I might do some present wrapping. I feel like I'm in the mood to put on a Christmas movie, do some wrapping, and maybe have some mulled wine, because I actually don't have to drive again today. My partner is cycling home from work and my kids are being dropped back by my mum, so I feel like it's one of the rare times whenever I could have a drink in the afternoon and just relax, and I might dig out some of our Christmassy snacks. So I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching and sticking with me with the whole audio thing. And don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I will see you soon. Bye.